Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Danny here, and yeah, I couldn't really think of any gameplay I wanted to do this week. So, you know, we're just gonna have a look, see what's new. I know what's going on, but you know, we're gonna go through it anyway. Catch up on PokeBeach, probably the best place to find news other than Twitter. To be fair, Twitter/X, you know, pretty good. It's just hard to keep track of stuff on X, especially like me. I just naturally lurk now. I don't post a lot. I do post sometimes, but not very much. And so if I don't post something, I mean, I suppose I could just share stuff and then you would know about it, right? But if I share stuff, I can just find it easier. But hey ho, whatever. So we're just going to go through here. Starting off, I have already created the pages. Going to start off at the bottom. Look at the new stuff. There is some new Pokemon coming out. We haven't got Destined Rivals yet, but there's already people opening Black Bolt and White Flare. I did see that on X, so well done to them. They've been discovered, and I think big peaks on the way. Gonna send them off to Poke Jail, so that's fun. But yeah, until then, we've actually just got Destined Rivals. Going to go pre-release next week. And I don't know, the meta's going to shift from there, I suppose. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Anyway, let's get into it. So first thing up here, coming up, Joltik Galvantula from White Flare. So we're just talking about White Flare. Oh, I wonder if they're all right here. No, I think have we looked at this? I mean, you've probably looked at it. I've looked at it. I just don't know if I've looked at it, you know, officially looked at it. Yeah, so we're getting, of course, with the new set coming out, Black Bolt and White Flare. Once again, we are still yet to have Destined Rivals, so it's a little way off yet. I mean, at this point, what do we May? Yeah, we're looking at like August time. Does that then... Is it August time? I actually have I don't know why I said that. I actually have no idea. Is it a full set or is it like a fun in between sets? Usually you get like 2, I think, special in between sets. Clearly meant to be a Generation 5 version of Pokemon Card 151. So I suppose 151 was a special set. So I don't know. Sometimes they do release a set before Worlds. Last year it was the set with Fezandipper E Monkey Dory. Who could forget? I forgot the name of it. Yeah, that one. You remember that one? With the broken Okidogi, baby. Anyway, so yeah, this is more of a big swing back to specifically Gen 5. I didn't know that Gen 5 specifically had like a following. Like if you think about it, so Gen 1 is the OG. That's always going to hold weight. There's those OGers that kind of transitioned and adapted and moved to Johto. They were like, yeah, you know what, actually Gen 2 it is just better than Gen 1. So those people exist. Gen 3 was, the purpose of it was almost like a reboot of Pokemon as a franchise entirely. So I can understand if people, it's just like, yeah, Gen 3. Now Gen 4, why would you specifically like Gen 4? Don't know. Gen 5, Black and White. I suppose there are those that say that Black 2 is one of the best. Black and White 2, I should specify, is one of the best in the series. But maybe, you know, which one's Gen 6? I don't even know. Yeah, so you get my point. I don't know why they've done this before. I mean, they could have given Johto a go. We could have seen more Ruby and Sapphire. That would have been nice. Opens up the door for Magma Aqua stuff, you know, sort of reminisces about some of the better times of the Pokemon TCG. Anyway, here we are, we've got Gen 5. Alright, and we've got Superior EX. The other ones are not worth talking about. Attacks by your opponent's Pokemon do 20 more damage. Sorry, attacks used by your Pokemon do 20 more damage to your opponent's active before applying weakness risk. So that's very useful. Hold up. Could we get like could we just get like a broken Badoo out of this? I know it doesn't specify grass, but I'm just thinking, you know, let's say you got Badoo, you could get 2 of these guys out, You could be down on prizes. That's 50, 16, that's 80 with the Defiance band, 80 damage. You're slapping the black belt in there to put it up to 120. We could be beef do swinging. We could be beef do swinging with the superior. Actually, we could be sticking bravery charm in there. You know, just upping the damage, just being more annoying. You don't even have to play energy because Badu attacks for free, so you could just do that if you wanted to, or just play like. I suppose you could do some like Jet with Evo nonsense and stuff. Maybe use the Farfetch. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so maybe there's something there. The old Tanky Do superior build. Victini here. Victini is a callback to a previous Victini. Do I even bother searching for it? No, I'm not. The previous Victini, I believe, had 70 HP, possibly 60, and did 100, not 120. So, you know, adjusted for inflation as always. If you have less than 5 bench Pokemon, this attack does nothing. I think the attack is the exact same as far as wording. There you go. Here's the big one. Of course, Emboar. Now, some idiots out there think, oh, they just printed like a fire rain dance. Well, no. Okay. Emboar, you're right, but also no, because Emboar was big news back during the black and white era. Well, do you know what? I'll be honest with you, that's why you're here, but I was there. I don't remember that much Emboar. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't at the right conversation, maybe I wasn't paying attention. That's probably most likely the thing because, yeah, you know, I just switch off occasionally. But Emboar, you know, yeah, essentially, look, this is a great ability. Attach as many fire energy from your hand as you like during your turn to one of your Pokemon. It's Rain Dance, it's Bax Caliber, but it's on an Emboar for fire Pokemon. What fire Pokemon are going to take advantage of this? Well, of course, we've got the new Reshiram EX. This attack does, second attack, 130. This attack does 50 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken, discard, and energy from this Pokemon. So, yeah, you're going to be able to charge up Reshiram pretty quickly. Does Inferno Fandango only work on fire? No. Why is that relevant? Well, I had something in my head, but it's gone. I was thinking maybe like a dragon Pokemon that would use fire. I don't think there is any though. Dragon Pokemon use fire. No, I don't know. Anyway, look, the point is that the possibilities are there. With Emboar, we'll see. I think it's one of those. It's worth having, but right now maybe it doesn't have anything to work with. I think this Samurott is absolute dog shit, so we don't need to look at that. Kyurem EX, which is the ugly third cousin really from Reshiram and Zekrom. Reshiram and Zekrom are kind of interesting and cool and lead, and then you've got Kyurem kind of, I don't know, just being Kyurem in the back and being annoying and getting in the way, and then he steals one of them and they become black Kyurem or white Kyurem. Yeah, you know. Kyurem sucks. Blizzard Burst 130. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has taken. It's an interesting attack. I don't think anything like that has come up already before in the TCG, so there's a degree of uniqueness here. If there's no bench barrier shaming, of course, bench barrier shaming is coming. But if it's not in play, you could easily be doing 130 to the active and 50 to all your opponent's bench. Is that actually ever going to be enough? Well, yeah, it could be. You just need to set it up. You need a lot of monkeys. Maybe Monkidori with Frostlass, and then somehow you're pairing up Kyurem EX for the big one. Possible. But we'll see. Zekrom EX, probably the most playable out of the three. Similar attack, 130. Plus, this attack does 50 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Is that the same wording? Yeah, it is. The only difference is this Pokemon does 30 to itself. Alright, so if you weren't aware, we're doing it. We're going PKMN. Let's go. PK. It's happening, alright? We're PKMN. So first things first, what was going to PKMN? Oh yeah, Emboar. Here we go, Infernal Fandango. Let's go. That's the one. See, I just think Pokemon cards in this era just look they just look so fucking dumb. Look at that guy. yeah. Nah. Looks awful. Here's the shining one. Cool. That was one. What else was I gonna look for? I wasn't even on this page. What page was I just on? This one. I mean, we've got Reshiram, Zekrom. Oh, could have done the Victini. It's not really worth it. It's not really worth it. You don't need to see the Victini. Reshiram. These two fascinate me. All right, in a way. They are just the absolute undeniable epitome of laziness. All right. Their design is not that great. Okay. What is he? Just like a white thing with a flaming tail. And this is pretty much the first memory of Reshiram that I have. In the black and white version. I kind of want to skip straight to it, but yeah. So this is there. Here he is. All right. This is base set. Should we say black and white Reshiram? Okay. This card was played. It's got Outrage and it's got Blue Flare. Now, this was the fancy one, and yes, the EX cards, Reshiram and Zekrom EX, are going to get white and black versions of themselves. Now, this is the thing, all right. They printed him again. The really generic, like, what is he in a Matrix? What is this? Maybe there's some lore there. I genuinely, what is this? Like, this Pokemon appears in Legends. It sends flames into the air from its tail. Yeah, it's just like so vanilla, right? And they printed it again. Okay, I mean, this is some ChatGPT style nonsense. And then they printed it again. Why? It wasn't even that. It was alright, but it wasn't even that good. Like, why bother? And you know what? Zekrom. Like, Dahoy. The same. Look. He's in the Matrix. Outrage. Bolt Strike. 100. This Pokemon's 42 years old. That's mean. Yeah, you can play this with Dynamotor. Here he is. Fancy Pants 1. Here he is reprinted in the Matrix. Here he is in his action ChatGPT pose. And for some reason he's back in the Matrix again. Like, what? So you play this guy with Dynamotor, and, you know, funny enough, we're probably going to be playing this guy with Dynamotor, electric. Yeah, so yeah, it's just coming full circle. But they're lazy designs, and they always just like do the same thing. But these attacks are very similar to the previous one. Not having Outrage, deal with it. Here's some alt art, full arts, your mum's arts, you know the stuff. I think I just skipped this, Galvantula. So there is a new Galvantula coming out. Ooh, 40, oh no. I was just thinking the 40 HP Joltik is good, but no, of course you need the broken Joltik. Galvantula here, discard, discharge 50 times. Discard all lightning from this Pokemon, so that does 50 damage for each card you discard in its way. It's not very good. Maybe this is the one for GLC to finally make me want to put Joltik in the lightning deck. Probably not, but maybe. I would say that's where this guy's going to live. We just seen that. Okay, let's go through to Amoonguss. This is more Black Bolt and White Flare. Let's set release on the 6th of June. Not long. Fungus, Poisons, Amoonguss. I really like Amoonguss, actually. It's like, I think, an underrated Pokemon. After I've just ripped Reshiram and Zekrom. Yeah, Reshiram and Zekrom, they suck. But look at this Ralts ripoff. You could put... Amoonguss looks like a Power World thing. It looks like a Power World thing. If it didn't have the Pokeball design, but like had like a different color, something vaguely similar, that would just be a Power World guy for sure. All right, dangerous reaction for one colorless, 30 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, the stat does 120 more damage. So, are we doing it? Are we getting ancient Moongus and mixing it with modern Moongus and making Bazungus, the Bazunga boys? I mean, if not against it. I'm not against the double power world coming out. It's probably not that powerful, but you know, this might be quite funny. Being people, do you know what? This is the thing. If genuinely, if Charizard keeps getting better, this seems fine. You would need. No, I was just thinking there is a stadium that deals with poison, isn't there? Dare I just type in poison and hope for the best? Poison barb. No. There is. Okay, if I go limitless, actually, and I look for a poisonous deck, we may have to go back. Monterey. Is there any poison here? Is that poison? I don't know that it is. Nope. Got some poison shenanigans here somewhere. Archaludon. There it is. Archaludon poison. Wow. Perilous Jungle. So I was thinking, oh, Perilous Jungle gives you some more damage counters to finally knock out Charizard. But of course, Charizard is dark. So you can't do that. You can, of course, Binding Mochi. Binding Mochi, that sucker. Where are we? Yeah, Binding Mochi is pretty cool. That's going to put you up to a staggering 190. It's actually pretty good. You know, I think the meta is lacking in good one prizes. This could be a good one prizer. Then again, 50 HP basic. Dragapult just runs you over. So, probably not worth it. We've got some new Zoroas and Zoroarks. And by Zoroas and Zoroarks, I mean a single of each. Black Bolt and White Flare. This set will release, we know. Takedown. Yeah, no. I've seen Mind Jack 30 times. This time it's 30 damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Ooh, Foul Play. Choose one of your opponent's anti-Pokemon stat and use it as this attack. I feel like this is an attack that is locked away behind a stage 1. And by that I mean, duh, look. I think if it was on a basic in the right conditions, that could be broken or like decent. Well, I say broken or slash decent, like, yeah, you got Mew. Well, no, yeah, no, I thought about it. No, this sucks. Right, Mew EX does that. You don't have to evolve, and he draws cards. All right, so maybe well, yeah, but I can use whatever the new version of Boost Energy is called. I can use that. Or I can use the new, what is it? Scramble Energy is Reversal Energy. I can use Reversal Energy and just bosh, you know, take you out. You can. But if the copy attack was that good, Mew would do it more. He does not. Only occasionally on Dragapults when there's a Clefairy in play. So there you go. Put it in the binder. Right, we've got the new Cells Pokemon, Solosis, Duosion, was it Duoscion? I don't know. And we got Reuniclus, Reuniclus. I think it's Reuniclus. I think I heard Chip Ritchie say it on his podcast, and I think it's Reuniclus. Ooh. We've got some cellular attacks here. So the first one does not do the cellular attack. That sucks. Cellular Evolution. Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Okay. Weak TM Evo for 1 colorless energy on a 70 HP stage 1. Mate, these guys never have health. Ever. Reuniclus. Cellular Awaken for each of your bench Pokemon. Search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon. Put onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Yeah, this is just bad. Is there ever been a good Reuniclus? Let's have a look. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Reuniclus. Oh my god, I did it. Bad. If Solosis. Bad. Junior, bad. Played, I think. Played, just not a lot because it sucks. Also, like, check this. He's not. Oh, he is. I suppose he's gaining some HP. He was stuck on 90 for so long, and then, you know, tried a bit at 100, didn't like it, went back to 90, and then just now 120. He's finally got 140. It's nice. It's good for him. But no, this is just bad. It's not even worth looking at. I don't know why. New products. Venusaur X and Blastoise X Premium Collection will release on August 9th. Are these are just, we already have these cards, but they'll have a stamp. Yep, okay. I mean, if you're big on product, I thought this was going to be like decks or something, a bit like they did with the V's. Yeah, that's sad. Still rocking the artwork from Fire Red and Leaf Green. Is it Ken Sugimori? What are we gonna do? I'm just gonna waste your time, right? You can search by artist Big Ken. K for Ken. K A Ken Sugimori. Gotta be. Here he is. 1,138 Pokemon cards. This guy does not take a rest. Holy shit. He did all of these. He is the vanilla guy. He just does all the vanilla stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. He nails it. Just like the most like crisp, top-notch artwork that's all just completely forgettable because there's nothing. It doesn't take away from the card because it's so vanilla. Really trying to make it sound like a compliment. It doesn't sound like it, but it's meant to be. Like, it's not trying too hard, you know? Not trying too hard at all to be great. It's like the most functional Pokemon card artwork. Yep, just like, this is Gardenia. There she is. What do you want? What do you want? Just stick the character in the middle, put some background behind it, fine. Cheers, man. Trash. Let's go. Guzma, stick him in there, fine. I never noticed actually how many cards there are where it's just like how many supporters with the person in the middle, and then just like a really like generic-y background. Sort of like some kind of JRPG where you come into like a chat scene and then it's just got the picture of the character with the kind of semi-blurred background. It's really reminiscent of that. But yeah, this guy has done it all, and he's still out there now. Still out there with his artwork. This is like, I'm pretty sure this is him. Insane they're still using this. Yeah, 2004 is when Fire Red Leaf Green came out in the UK. 2004, alright. That is 21 years. 21 years of that artwork. It's still going. They're not giving any new artists any chance. They're just like, nah, we got the one. We got the source. We got Big Ken. Alright, let's go forward to the past with Destined Rivals, looking at our actual next set as opposed to the next set. Gonna pre-release, I've already said that. Here we go. Let's have a look. Here are so this is something weird that they've done this time round, in that the promos that you get, I call them promos, where the main card of your build and battle deck does not have unique artwork. So that's a bit shit. No idea why, but bit shit. Oh well. Destined Rivals, here we've got the English set list. Before you ask, there's no Psyduck. Alright, we've got no Psyduck. We do, however, have Ethan's Pinsir. I feel like I've already looked at the Ethan's cards. Yeah, we already looked at these, definitely. Already looked at them. The Team Rocket stuff, we've definitely looked at. Glory of Team Rocket. They've got the Tarantula going on. We've got the... who the fuck are you? Smoliv, Doliv, and Arboliver. Arboliver. Don't know, but look at the olives. Look, damn. Fucking hate olives. Disgusting. Oil Machine Gun. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 6 times. Do 20 damage to it. It really makes you think of like. Have you played as the sunflower in Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare? They're just peppering. Anyway, Rabs get EX, said to be probably the worst EX of the lot. Upside down draw 3 cards from the bottom of your deck. How annoying is that? Psychic, 19 more damage for each, 20 plus 90 for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. I mean, is that ever going to be... It's not good, alright? Let's just not even... Don't cook. Overcooking. Okay, we've got another, I assume, bad Teal Mask go upon. Grass Dance. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, search your deck for a grass energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Ogre Hammer, 120 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Ogre Hammer. Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's not great. Got an Arcanine, looks bad. It's bad. Rapidash, vaguely playable. Will be good for pre-release because it's probably the only draw engine. Yeah, lets you draw a card. Team Rocket's Moltres EX. I don't think this is very good. Discard a Team Rocket's energy from this Pokemon. If you do, discard your opponent's active Pokemon, all cards attached. It's just not going to be as good as Angelite, guys. Alright, Angelite's just better. Definitely looked at this. I don't know if I've looked at Ethan's Macargo. This Pokemon has no energy attached, has no retreat. Well, that's fun. 70 damage, discard to 5 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 70 damage for each card you discard as well. Okay. I don't know about all that. I don't know about the Ethan's Macargo, man. I don't know. Anyway, Team Rocket's Houndoom. It's just not good. Ethan's Ho-Oh-EX. Once your turn, you may attach 2 basic fire energy from your hand to one of your bench Ethan's Pokemon. Okay, so we've got some synergy here. We want to blow them up, promote the Macargo, leave the Macargo in your hand if it doesn't die, obviously, because we're goated. Then you got free retreat because of the ability onto the next Macargo, which you power up with Ethan's Ho-Oh-EX. Once during your turn, you may attach 2 basic fire energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. I mean, you got them back in your hand anyway with Pokemon Energy Retrieval. So Energy Retrieval 2. Use one Ho-Oh-EX to attach 2. Use another Ho-Oh-EX to attach another 2. Attach energy for turn 3. Retreat the Macargo. You've got the other Macargo now in the active port. 5 fire energy on it. Lava Burst. 350 damage. Easy GGs go next. Blaziken. Cool artwork. Never ever be able to do as much as... Is that Ken Sigamori? No. It's very... trying to spot, is it Sugimori? Excuse me. Trying to spot Sug. There's multiple Heat Rotom, and I believe they all do the same attack. 2 colorless 30 times each tool card attached to all of your Pokemon. No, we're not doing it. All right. Oh yeah, that'll work. No. Heart Flame Mask Ogerpon. This one is pretty bad. Misty Psyduck. We are not... Oh no, we are getting Misty... Excuse me. We are getting Misty Psyduck. We are just not getting the other Psyduck. So this one, if he's on your bench, you may discard the bottom card of your deck. If you do, discard all cards attached to this Pokemon, put it on top of your deck. Weird. Weird ability. Really weird. Misty Star you, Misty Star me. Yeah, we've looked at all this, right? I don't want to look at this right now. Black Bolt. We got more Black Bolt stuff here. Oh god, I don't want to know about that. Jellicent. So this one's really interesting, actually. So both Frillish and Jellicent are interesting and annoying in their own way. We got the Frillish here. It does 1 psychic energy, 20 damage during your opponent's next turn. They can't play any item cards. Where have we seen that before? We have Jellicent EX. As long as Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards, or, this is the cool bit, attach any Pokemon tool cards from the hand. This is gross. Absolutely gross. Psychic and Colorless, 80 plus damage. If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energy attached. This is 160. So you can do 160 per 4. Kind of pricey, but your opponent can't switch, and they also can't attach Air Balloon, which is coming out, and then you're just stuck. So now the Frillish is interesting as well. I think the Frillish is actually quite well made. It's pretty balanced. You can't Buddy Puffin because it has 80 hit points, which makes it fairer. It's more difficult to get out. It's more difficult to spam. The other thing I think is really interesting is the 3 retreat cost, which Jellicent shares. Not that Jellicent cares, because Jellicent's ability is passive, so it's always going to be there doing stuff. But Frillish can get stuck. Frillish can get stuck. I'm thinking as well more along the lines of GLC. I can see Psychic playing this. It's very annoying to play against item lock, as we all know. But the 3 retreat makes it, like, I want to say, like, fairer. If you saw my video about Shaman, I recommend watching that as well, about fairness of cards coming out. And I think Pokemon's done a really good job here with Frillish as well, with how fair it is. Jellicent remains to be seen if this is just a troll pile or if it's going to be genuine control. I hope that we get more cards. Well, I suppose we've got Kieran. I think if this becomes an issue, I think we have to start like playing Kieran and stuff. You know, we're already at the point with Badoo where Dragapults are playing Brock or Jacques. Just be able to play the game. Because, you know, Ultra Ball just gets shut off nowadays, and then Ultra Ball's going to get shut off against Jellicent. You don't want to get stuck in the active spot, so you just Kieran out of it. Yeah, you know, Kieran out of it. That's it. That's what we're saying. So that's the new Jellicent EX. Very annoying. Very annoying Frillish. Got Chandelier and Lampant here. Now, these cards are a terrible place to end because they suck. Yeah, I mean, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard that card. That sucks. Fire energy 50 damage. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. That sucks. Chandelier. Explosive Fling Pillar. 50 plus damage if you have at least 10 basic fire energy. Discard pile. This attack does 100 more damage. That sucks. Fire, burn it all up. 180 damage, discard all energy from this Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that also sucks. So we really should have just ended it at the Jellicent Frillish. Great place to end it, but we didn't. We powered on, probably added an extra 3 to 4 minutes potentially onto the video. Was it worth it? No, these cards suck. That's the video, everyone. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember, once again, do leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. And I will see you again in the next one. Maybe play some more games. See ya.